Hi everyone, these are the 10 classroom management strategies that we discussed in class and 3 that stuck out to me. The first is forging relationships. Obviously this is super important between you and your teachers, between you and students, and between you and parents. Communication, showing that you care about the students and being invested in them personally is just a huge basis for you to lay down with your families, especially at the beginning of the school year, just to establish respect between you and the people that you work closely with. The second is classroom design. Obviously this is huge to achieve the goals that you have as an educator. It's a part of the accommodations and modifications that you can make to your classroom, whether that's having a student in a wheelchair or a student who is louder, that you can have them be closer in front of the classroom just so you can keep an eye on them, or any other disruptive student for that matter. How you design your classroom is essential to how you educate your students, and helps you provide the educational experience that they need. And it also attends to the students' needs as well, whether they need a little corner to read, or a area that they can go to work on projects. It just really opens up the classroom and allows you to function as more of an entire space utilization than just seats and a teacher's desk. The third point in classroom management is establishing expectations. Obviously this is huge. Without expectations that you set early on in the school year, students aren't going to be able to know how to act in your classroom, and you're not able to enforce any behavioral management without establishing these expectations. Number 4 is teaching these expectations. Then you engage a whole class discussion about them. You talk about the why behind these expectations, whether it's in your classroom, whether it's in the school's policies, or just general kindness in being a human being. Teaching students these are super important in them becoming good citizens and students in your classroom. The fifth point is acknowledging these expectations. This is where the 4-to-1 behavior management comes in. 4 positive reinforcements to 1 correction, or 4 praises to 1 correction. This is where you allow good report to come between you and your students, so that correction is heavier to the students that you do correct, but you do correct them gently in that. The 6th point is considering instruction and opportunity to respond. This simply is engaging activities that get your students up and moving, and wanting to learn about the material. There are many strategies that you can use in this, but finding the ones that work best in your classroom is essential in keeping students on their toes and keeping them from not getting into a rut in your classroom. The 7th point is providing prompts and pre-corrects. This very simply is being proactive in behavioral management. Being able to anticipate students' needs and students' responses, and acting accordingly is essential as you as a teacher to manage behavior. The 8th point is responding structurally and behavioral problems. Put simply, this is collaboration with teachers to expand on communication, whether that's them being able to help you with students or with content or instructions. Collaboration is obviously really huge in the teacher education program. Point number 9 is collecting and analyzing data. I'm not a science major or a math major, but I know the importance of getting to know my students, getting to know my parents, and getting to know my teachers, and even like the school's policies on like